If you're a first-time home buyer, how should you select your realtor? My name is Hani Faraj with Remax Crest, and if you are a first-time home buyer, you've never bought property in Vancouver or British Columbia before, here's a couple of tips that can help you choose your next buyer agent. And I wanted to share with you a couple of things that just came up recently. I recently met a really lovely couple, and they had been talking to all these different realtors, having all these different meetings, and never actually met anybody in person. It was all virtual meetings and stuff, and it was not due to because of health or whatever. They're just trying to kind of make a little process, kind of like speed dating or whatnot, meeting a lot of people and stuff like that. And after meeting all these different people, and we had a 5-minute conversation over the phone, and then I told them I asked them all these questions, and they were like, holy moly, whatever you told me is kind of crazy that nobody else told me this stuff before. And I don't want to disclose people's personal situation, but basically how you should see or how you should pick a realtor is this. Number one, you should meet with people. Meet with a maximum of 3 people. Now, sometimes people just call their friends, call their family, say, hey, what did you use? Was they good? Let me use them. Were they good? Let me use them, something like that. Or what they do is they go to Google, they look at somebody with a lot of reviews, and they pick with that one. Couple of things that you should probably be aware of. Number one, I would meet with 3 people, however they came, one recommended, a couple of them from Google or whatever, and then see what their process is. Find out if you jive with them. Are they the same? Maybe you have something in common with them. They have kids, you have kids, they live in the area, you live in the area, things of that nature. Maybe you have some similar background, I'm Middle Eastern, I speak Arabic and Aramaic and things like that, and English, a little bit of English, okay? And truth is, some people, they appreciate that, right? Sometimes I deal with my own people, but I can deal with everybody, to be honest with you. I used to live downtown Vancouver. You see behind me, my office is in Vancouver. We have 5 offices across the lower mainland. So depends on where you're buying. I actually live in the valley. So I'm pretty unique because I have a lot of experience downtown. I come here every week, as well as in the valley. But I may not be the best person for you. So you want to kind of first meet with some people. Second of all, what you want to do is, I think you should be with a person who keeps you informed. So they have a buyer process. How are you going to know if they have a buyer process? They're going to have a thing. They're going to have packages. They're going to say, here's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. They're going to give you a piece of the contract. I like to give all my buyers my contract because I want them to know what's going to happen. You have no idea how many buyers I meet, and they're like, oh my God, my previous realtor just sent me something on DocuSign. It's like, here, sign these 17 pages. That's not okay. It's a legally binding document. You should absolutely 100% be aware of what you're signing. It's really serious, okay? Another thing is, you want to make sure that if you are in a rush, that your realtor is kind of on the same pace as you, and vice versa. If you are not in a rush, that your realtor knows you're they're on the same pace. I met a lady the other day, actually, an older lady. I also have a certification in first-time home buyers as well as seniors. And this older lady, lovely lady, she met a realtor through her daughter. And this lady, apparently every time they do a showing, the realtor's like, let's write. And the lady is older, she's 80 years old, and her house is not even on the market. And so that's a big problem, right? You want to be on the same pace with your realtor. Kind of like your values have to be aligned. And I would kind of say this, there's lots of different questions you can ask. If they specialize in what you're trying to do, if the area you're in, they have a process, what does it look like? They're going to go through the contract with you, and they're going to tell you what's going to happen. And it also, how you want to be communicated with is really important. I ask this to everybody, hey, is this your cell phone number? Are you okay with text or email, or do you want me to call you? Some people don't always check their phone. I had a guy one time, he had a Viber phone. So guess what? I had to go get a Viber app. I haven't used that in 20 years, a long time actually, back in the day, and since I was single or whatever. Truth is, I had to get Viber, and sometimes, unfortunately, he messaged me and I didn't see it, which is terrible. But I did what he wanted me to do, because the guy really had an iPad and he just wanted to stick to Viber, which is fine. Okay, so that's really what I want to do, is please meet with 3 people, not 10, and pick the best one that you feel like is okay with you, and then commit to them. Don't just go, they should be sending you listings. They should be kind of keeping you informed, communicating with you all the time, and making sure you're fully aware of what's happening on all the stages. Okay, so these are some tips and bits that I hope you kind of resonate with you. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My name is Hani Faraj with Remax Crest, and I'd love to be part of your journey. And if you just have questions and you have a realtor, that's fine too. I'm not going to give you advice, but I can give you some tips on how to navigate the buying process. Okay, thank you and have a wonderful day. Take care, guys. Bye.